Hey guys, it's Adam. I wanted to do this video and talk about extraterrestrials, and alien life. I just wanted to say basically that really the only way that somebody could not believe in extraterrestrials at this point is if they've done absolutely no research on it. I mean, there's literally an ocean of evidence out there supporting extraterrestrials. We have we have bodies. We have the skulls found in Peru, that both of which have had DNA testing on them. We have numerous whistleblowers. We have legitimate pictures. We have declassified documents. Thousands and thousands of pictures and videos. Thousands of abductees. Thousands of contactees. Channelings. I mean, the evidence is literally everywhere. Most of the time when I ask people why they don't believe in the extraterrestrials, and they say that they haven't done any research into it, and I ask why, they say that, well, there's a lot of bullshit out there, which is true. There is a lot of hoaxes and a lot of misinformation and disinformation. Some of it is done deliberately to throw people off from the truth. But by you not looking into it, what you're basically saying is that you're too stupid to determine on your own what's the truth and what's not. I mean, if you don't even look at the evidence, then you have no way to determine what's true and what's not. The idea that it just doesn't interest some people just makes no sense to me at all. How could that not interest you? The fact that there's life out there and the fact that there's life here. I mean, a lot of people say, well, there might be life out there, but it's too far away. Again, another response to a lack of research. People are still so confined to our limited understanding of physics that they think that because a species might exist in a star system that's a million light years away, that there's no way for them to get here. But that's just not true. There are many different ways which races can get here and do get here, just by virtue of their advanced technology. We are a very new species in the galaxy, and there are much older and much more technologically advanced species out there that have mapped out the entire galaxy. There's just no excuse at this point for not doing your due diligence and looking into the subject. We need to wake up to this reality very soon because our understanding of life is so limited, and our view of our separation that we have on this planet with these imaginary lines that we've drawn across the land, and our different government bodies that are against each other and this and that. It's completely absurd. Some people ask the question, why don't the aliens just show themselves? There's a number of reasons why. One in particular is that the so-called Prime Directive of Star Trek is a real thing. You don't interfere with a developing species that's not ready to be aware of the fact that there's other life out there. Also, part of the problem is that we're still killing each other, we're still bombing each other, we're still letting our own species starve. And if you're an ET race and you're looking at this planet, why the hell would you want to come here in the first place? It's like jumping into an asylum with every inmate has guns. It just so. If you don't believe in aliens, you're wrong. Period. That's. I'm sorry. There's no other way around it. But you're wrong, and I can prove you wrong. Anyone can prove you wrong. You can prove yourself wrong if you just look into the evidence. I don't think it is completely impossible for a single individual to do the appropriate amount of research into the topic and still say that there's not ETs. It's just not possible. You can look it up online right now. Go online and type in baby alien found by Mexican farmer. It'll pop up a video. It'll show you the alien, show you that they've done tests on it, and they'll tell you what the DNA test showed. It happened to show that the ET had part human and part reptilian DNA. Very strange. Also, in that particular story, what had happened was the Mexican farmer found this small creature trapped in one of its rat traps. He thought it was a rat at first. When he approached it, there was another one that was trying to help this one, and that one ran off as soon as the Mexican farmer came around the corner. And he picked it up, and once he realized it wasn't a rat, he wasn't sure what to do with it, so he dropped it in a barrel of water. And it took over 2 hours for this creature to drown, so it clearly had some sort of amphibious properties. Once the creature did drown, he took it to a scientist where they did tests on it. That's where they determined what the DNA was. They still have this creature. It is still there. They still have it under observation. You can see it right now. Also, strangely enough, that farmer was found dead in his car, and his car was completely burnt to, according to the forensics, a temperature reading that was way higher than a normal car fire. So clearly he pissed off these guys, whoever they were, and they didn't like him drowning their friend, apparently. Beyond that, there's so much evidence that they've been here in the past and that there was open contact in our ancient past. All the ancient cultures talk about them. Every indigenous culture talks about them. There's evidence of them written down in all the holy books, stone tablets, Sumerian tablets. I just don't see how someone could not realize this at this point in time. I mean, it's at this point you almost have to purposely avoid the information. It's so much out there. So it's really pathetic at this point if you're one of those people that still doesn't believe that there's aliens out there, because they're not out there, they're here, and they've been here the entire time. The issue now, at least according to the ETs, is that various government rogue elements of our government and other governments are actually in contact with these ETs, doing trades and deals and stuff. So now the other races are trying to think, well, does the Prime Directive still apply, since part of their race knows about us, but the vast majority still doesn't? Or should we show ourselves? That's kind of been the big debate for a while now. I mean, the reality of the situation will come to light eventually. Obama's, I don't remember what position he held, but he said his biggest regret after leaving office was that the ET information was still kept secret. So the fact of the matter is that we have to realize that since it's still kept so well hidden, the ETs themselves either don't want us to know about them, or the government also does not want us to know about them, and there must be a very good reason for that. Reasons being that there are particular treaties and things going on that the government does not want us to know about because they're probably not doing nice things. Um, so I can't accept it anymore when people say that they don't believe in aliens. It's just I have to tell them they're flat out wrong. Period. And it's completely because of pure ignorance. That's it. Pure ignorance and naivety, and it has to stop. So wake the fuck up, because this is important. This affects all of us, and this is going to be the biggest story of this century once it comes to light. And we need to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically prepared for this. So, you know, so let's do it. Stop being ignorant, and stop being negligent, and do what needs to be done, and find out all the information that's out there on UFOs and ETs, and find out what's really going on this planet, and stop being so blind. And I'm sorry for being so blunt, but that's just the situation. So if you're watching this video and you still don't believe in aliens, do 50 to 100 hours of research into it, and then come back to me and still say you don't believe in aliens. And I guarantee you that won't happen. So yeah.